And hello, TacAM viewers. We are here for another exciting match here in ESEA Season 57, the D Division. Uh, and this match is against 7Skull. It is definitely going to be a nice little interesting match once again. Last match, we unfortunately did not win. We took a loss 13-3 to We Are Bums from Belgium. But apart from that, we were on a solid record of 7-0, 7 wins, 0 losses. Unfortunately, that now has turned into a 7-1. But now today, we try to go again to bringing back to a 8-1 record. Right now, in the standings of D Division of the Open 10 Season 57 ECA League, we are fourth behind Toxic Goans in first place. We are Bums and Luxora. We currently have the same record as Luxora in third place. If today We Are Bums and Toxic Goans lost and we took the win while Luxora lost as well, we would take first place. We are currently grabbing onto the playoffs. We are working towards the playoffs, and it is something that we can most definitely achieve this season. The teams today is 7Skull and of course our lovely TacAM. 7Skull is a full Polish team with players like Faust, Xoventi, Sinaraki, Miluskiv, and Kiki Mora, with a little bench player called Nofi, who, funnily enough, has his faces marked as a North Korean Republic member, but of course we all know that isn't from there. As for TACAM, it's a classical lineup of Colin, Bravo, Andrew, Henzik, and Fuchi, our lovely five, with, of course, two reserve players being as GLaDOS and Simke. The match today definitely looks a bit more sided towards the Seventh Skull team, looking at the ratings. Unfortunately, 3 of our players still have not gotten the ranking since the reset of the Season 8 Face It ranking. The enemy team currently has Faust on Face It 2300 LO, Miluskiv 2600, 2192, and Sinaraki 2434, Kikimura and Xoventi with 2384. For our side, it's Colin with no ranking, but his last 30 matches, he has a 60% win rate with 18 kills, 1.29 KD. Bravo again with no rating, but his last 30 matches is 53%, 14 kills, and 0.8 KD. Andrew no ranking again, but last match is 73% win rate. So Andrew has been crushing it on Face It. 19 kills, 1.2 KD. As for Henzik, he has 2,162 elo, and Fichi with 2,195. Ancient is definitely a sided map for us. We have 38 games played on this map with a 53, pardon me, 53% win rate with average 16 rounds played here. Gain for us. With the enemy team 7Skull having 26 matches played, so less than us, but they have also a worse win rate with only 46. So they are most definitely worse here. Now we got through the knife round, which got won by the 7Skull. So we are now going to start working towards, of course, deciding who plays where, who starts on one side. After the bans and after the picks, we are left with Ancient. Of course, the server is in Germany, which is better for us, which as a German team, uh, but much to expect from our players. Still decisions going on. So quickly, we are currently looking at Fuji now, but before we were looking at a player. Uh, well, we were looking at Fuji. We are looking at Fuji right now. Fuji in this match is holding the most valuable skin which is a butterfly knife, Slaughter, factory new, which currently on the market goes for 1,526 euros. So if we have any interest, in any people interested in skins in our lovely group of viewers, then look out for Fuchi with that nice butterfly knife because that one is the most valuable today. Apart from that, what else can we say? Looking at the enemy team, their last 30 matches, most of them have 60% win rates on Face It, so they do play a lot. They have entry, rifler, anchor, and support and anchor. Two anchors, so one rifler and support and entry, according to the Face It statistics. Looking at the overall look of how we have been playing on different matches, it's pretty even. For other maps, the win rate is pretty even. I prefer Anubis, where we have a 94% win rate, and Dust 2, where the enemies have a 100% win rate, but only 4 matches played. So that does show that they have less experiences on most maps because we most definitely have more maps, more games played on certain maps than they do. They mostly have maps below 10. But that is not our focus today. Today we are focusing on something else, and that is Anubis, where, like I mentioned before, we have more games played on this map and we have a higher win rate. 53%. That means that over 17 matches out of those 38 that we have played here have been won by us, while the enemies played only 26 games with a 46% win rate, which means that less than 13 matches were won by them on Anubis out of all of the matches that they played. What else can we say? Well, 7Skull, looking at their recent record, they have been on on a similar streak to us. 7-1 when it comes to their record in the current league. Their only loss was to Nextstar Academy, but something that we might see change here into a 7-2 record or a 70 or a 7-3 is their next match after us is We Are Bums, which we unfortunately lost to. Currently, 7Skull hold position 29 to 35 in the league. So we are most definitely very, very higher, over 30 places above them. But as for us, our last match, like we mentioned before, was lost to the Belgium side, and uh, the rest was won. We did have 2 walkovers due to players from enemy teams not attending their matches this season. There was one where we did play 1 round, but after that, the match pretty much ended without walkover once again. So, what else can we look at? What else is there to pay attention here? I think that when it comes to who we have to pay attention to for the enemy team, it will most definitely be Muluskiv with their highest ELO rating, of course. As for our team, we have a couple stars here. We know that Angel can play wonderful games. He has been playing wonderful games. He plays beautifully almost every match. So that is something that we need to pay attention to. But also from our team, we have Colin. Colin with the AVP is an absolute monster. He has been killing enemies left and right, leaving no chances for anyone that faces him. So that is definitely a player for on our side to look at. His rating for Face It with the AVP is 99 rating, which is very high. And now I think we finally begin here. Or no, we go into the knife round here to after a long pause. And it appears that we have won this pretty quickly. We did get only 1 loss with Colin stabbing Fitchy. But we will be deciding where we start in this match. We have a little Guten Tag in chat. Hello, Toneider Kater. Guten Tag to you. Face it level 67. I don't think that's a possible level that you can get in Face it. All right. Now we go into the first round. We start on CT. We're playing a nice little 1-3-1 setup, mainly focusing on mid. Andrew getting a kill, but Faust quickly with a P20, P250, dropping Andrew back. So we know the players are on mid, at least one. One is in main, and we have Soventi from the enemy team walking out of cave. He slowly gets to find out that everything is empty. But in the meantime, Miliskiv took out our entire team on mid. With now just Fuchi left. Fuchi fighting with Miliskiv. Miliskiv, he's the one that took 3 of our players down. The bomb is going to go down on B with Sinaraki planting. And we have Fuchi now entering cave, slowly inching forward, but he's going towards gates. He's gonna take the longer route here through the ramp. Sinaraki versus Fuchi. And unfortunately, Sinaraki wins this duel with 7Skull taking the first round. And now it is a 1-0 for 7Skull against TacAM. They win the pistol round. But the pistol round, as we all know, it's not a decider. But for them, it will be definitely a more economical victory for now. They are playing the 7 Skull Polish side is playing AKs, Gals, and just one Mach 10, two AKs to Gals, while we're pushing for full eco without even utility. So we're just gonna try grab a couple kills and hopefully read the enemy. But right now we see 2 players on ramp and 2 mid and 1 just outside of main, while we 4-stack A side with 1 on red room. But I think we're reading it pretty well, because the Polish side is now inching towards A, so we might be able to at least successfully do this eco by getting a couple kills. Now coming out of main, we have Sinaraki. He's trying to scan, but he doesn't. Fuchi gets a kill. Andrew gets a kill. Fuchi gets another kill. It's at 4v2. Miliskiv drops the Bravo, but we still have more players to make sure that he gets kept in that donut. But now we see Faust running towards B side. He knows that it's empty. He's going to be planting on B side while we still stack A side. Now we have Miliskiv coming out of red room. He will be waiting to cut off any rotation after the plant by Faust. Faust making a little test plant here, trying to see if there's definitely nobody here, and there is no one. We decide to take the long route by grabbing weapons. We have 1 AK, 1 Galil, 1 USP. But Fuchi will not expect Miliskiv. And Miliskiv drops everyone. We did not expect the player from the Polish side to be lurking inside of red room. So unfortunately, we do lose this second round of the match. It's now 2-0. This was a very good... it was a good eco from TacAM. We did lose it, but we have to remember that eco, when we play eco, it is not about the fact to win the round. I mean, of course, it always is about winning the round, but most importantly, it's about getting kills to get the economy back up, to get the economy to buy better weapons. And now we have 3 M4s, 1 MP9 and an M4A4. We have now a full rush coming out of ramp here. 3 players running out. Henzik shooting down Soventi while flashed. Now Sinaraki versus Henzik. And Sinaraki is better. Miliskiv gets Bravo. And now we have 1 player on short. And that player is none other than Fuchi. Colin gets dropped, but Andrew catches Faust. Sinaraki catches Colin and Andrew. We have 1 last. Fuchi versus Miliskiv, Kikimora, and Sinaraki. Fuchi gets Sinaraki, Kikimora, and Muliskiv left. Muliskiv with definitely less HP. And now it's just a play of time. Fuchi fighting with the player, but unfortunately he tries to go for the sneak defuse, and Muliskiv catches him. Unfortunately, Fuchi did not know that Muliskiv was right there. So it's a 3-0 now for 7Skull, the Polish side. We tried to force it through with a full buy, and unfortunately, it did not work. And now we will be forced to play an eco. We have three deagles. Take that back. One deagle, 2 5.7s, while the rest decide it's a P25, P250, and USPS. While the full buy from the enemy team, of course, the economy is worse for the T side, while we have more economy but worse weapons. Sinaraki kills Andrew. Colin kills Sinaraki for a eco. This is very good because we now have a better weapon. And Henzik with a beautiful headshot to Kikimora. Soventi gets Henzik in return, but Bravo gets Soventi back. Beautiful shots with the deagles. Bravo and Henzik just beautifully get those headshots. And those were very, very important kills that we needed to get us a 3v2. And Bravo gets another one. And now it's just Muliskiv left against... unfortunately, Muliskiv gets Bravo and burns down Colin. It's just Fuchi now. And Fuchi, unfortunately, does not get it. Muliskiv kills Fuchi. And it's 4-0 for the T side now. But once again, we play a beautiful eco where we get kills and we manage to boost our economy again. Finally, we see Colin with an AVP, our beautiful sniper. Finally gets his weapon of choice. Ray S10 says in chat, Bravo getting us the montage material. Yes, yes he is. Now we have to get mentally ready that before matches we're going to be seeing the Bravo ancient plays with the deagle where he gets beautiful headshots. Timeout from 7Skull. Why the timeout? Good question. I don't think that with a 4-0 score they need a timeout unless they want to play mentally against TacAM. But we know that TacAM does not give up and they fight till the end. And we see that the Polish side is pushing for a full push. They're gonna have to walk through fire. Colin gets one. Kikimora gets Fuchi, but Colin gets two. And now Colin. Oh, Colin. You expect the mid player. Oh, you do not, but you get a kill. Colin with 3 beautiful kills with the AVP. He is our sniper, and he proves it. Now it's a 3v2. We are doing the retake. And Faust gets Andrew. Bravo gets Faust. In the smoke. Sinaraki's hiding in the smoke. And Bravo does not get him. But Henzik does. And Henzik will most likely get the defuse here. And now, finally, first round 1 for TacAM. And it's 4-1 for 7Skull. First round, and very important round, because with this round, we will be forcing the enemies into eco play. Their economy is not well after this loss, but we have to look at the fact that our economy is not beautiful either. But Colin once again gets the AVP into his hands. His weapon of choice is given to him. And we're going to see Colin running towards B-side. But this time, an interesting play from 7Skull. They're going to decide to stack the middle. They smoked off pretty much every possible entrance to mid, apart from their own, of course. And they're going to walk towards Donut. They're going to have Fuchi and Andrew to destroy and to fight against before they enter A. Fuchi gets caught. And Andrew gets to beautifully, but Sinaraki with a beautiful headshot against Andrew. And it's Down. We lost the site. The bomb is going down. We're gonna have Henzik coming in from Donut. Will he expect a boosted player? He will. Henzik gets one. Now it's a 3v2 for us. We get Sinaraki, one last Xoventi with a Deagle. But unfortunately, the M4 is just better unless you're a sniper like Bravo with the Deagle. And we get our second round. 2-4 for TacAM now. We have 2 rounds back. And our economy is booming while the enemy team, the T side, they will go for a full buy with AKs. But it will be a gamble with the economy. We see 2 players left with nothing on their account. But they do have 1 player with an AVP. We know the AVP can be dangerous, but if Colin wins this little sniper fight, then he can destroy the economy of the T side even more. We have a little pause in the game now. So let's talk about statistics a little bit more. I want to look at Andrew, of course. He already in this match has a beautiful 5-6. So he is performing pretty well. We most definitely know that he does have a high win rate. Like I mentioned before, 73% win rate in the last 30 matches on Face It. 19 kills, 1.27 KD, and a KRR of 0.8. 87 ADR and headshot percentage of almost 50%, 49 here. So Andrew is definitely booming on Faceit, performing really well. Definitely on a win rate, which 70% is great. All right, back into the round. We are now in the 7th round. We see a little boost here, and Henzik drops to the boost. Oh, but a beautiful flash on Xoventi leaves him blinded. Hikimura here on mid. It's a 1-2-2 from the T side, but I think this is a little fake out from there. The Polish side indeed tried to do a fake out. They did drop one of our players. We have 4. They are going towards A, but we did not fall for the fake out. We're sending Bravo to scout out B, but we are pushing mid. And Fuchi gets it. Fuchi gets Xoventi, so that's 1 player less for the T side. We have to expect them to be going towards A now. There's nowhere else where they could have gone now. We know that B side is clear because Bravo went and scouted it out. But we're waiting on mid. And we're pushing towards B. So unfortunately, we are reading it wrong a little bit. But the bomb is not planting. The bomb doesn't plant on A side. They go donut and die instead. So Sinaraki is planting now. We know it's A side 100%. And beautifully, Fuchi catches Sinaraki and Fuchi catches Faust. So that will Fuchi get his ace. Fuchi trying to chase down the last player, but unfortunately the last player decided to run for it. There's nothing else they can do after this gamble but save the AK, because if they didn't, it was up for an eco from the enemy T side. So now the T side call for a timeout after 3 rounds into our back. Zglados says, such a great round. Indeed, yes. I think we were a little skeptical with the move towards B ramp on mid, but after we got kills on Donut, especially the bomb carrier on Donut, which was Sinaraki in that situation, the round did start to look more promising. And of course, Fuchi here definitely has to take the most praise. I mean, he did get 4 kills in this round, so he pretty much did most of the work when it comes to killing. But we have to give definitely credit to the rest of the team as well. You know, they do deal the damage as well to the enemies. Now we see the enemies are pushing towards B ramp. They're gonna try and rush it here. It appears. A little grenade. They are going towards cave. And Bravo decides to burn it. Bravo with a sneaky flash. Lovely lineup for peeking cave. We have 2 players on cave, 2 on B ramp, and 1 rotating through T spawn. We know it's not A for now because we quite literally have 2 players in main. We have 1 on red room just in case they try to use middle. But I think we know now that they are most definitely going towards B side here. We're rotating our players, but we have the utility. Bravo gets 1. Soventi gets Bravo, but Andrew refrags Bravo. Sinaraki gets Andrew with a headshot deagle through the smoke. But Henzik catches 2, and it is just Sinaraki left now. Henzik, beautiful work in this round with 2 kills. Andrew with 1, Bravo with 1 as well. Can Henzik get the 3rd? Sinaraki versus Henzik. Henzik with 1 HP. And he wins it. Anyways, 1 HP, and Henzik does it. 3 kills for Henzik, going into 9-5 KD. And now we draw up the score with a 4-4 as we go into the round number 9 of this match. Henzik doesn't even need to see the enemies. Exactly, he just gets it through the smoke because he can. Henzik just can do that. He's a wonderful player, just like the rest of the TacAM team. We see another B push from the T side, once again going towards cave. But this time Colin expects it and drops Kikimura as they enter cave entrance. Henzik catches Faust. That's 2 players from the T side already eliminated early into the round. This is beautiful from our team. Now we play it smart. We go back. We don't take damage from the grenade thrown by Xoventi. The bomb is on the gates. But Colin gets 1 more kill. Colin is just unstoppable with that sniper rifle. Can someone stop him, please? And Bravo gets Miluskiv. And this is tragic for the T side because their economy is currently in ruins and they didn't even get 1 kill this round. Not a single CT drops to the T side this round. The 9th round goes without a single kill for the T side. And the economy is in ruin for the T side. And they will have to most likely play the eco round here. Unless we see a force here. At least a partial force. We have 1 Mac bot, 2 Tech 9s and 2 Deagles with a bunch of utility. So the T side will try and push this through. They might try and fake it for B. But I think that we have 2 players on heaven ready to expect it. Sinaraki pushing into B. Trying to get the kills through the smoke, and Henzik gets it. Someone please check his computer because this cannot be happening for Henzik. Fuchi gets Kikimura. 3 players left. Bomb is down on A, but we have more players. 4 players coming in from CT. 2 players on Donut from the T side, but we are most definitely not coming from Donut. Soventi here, taking damage. He's trying to get a kill, but he gets nothing. Andrew gets him first. Oh, but smoked off are the Donut players, and there's nothing they can do here. We defuse it. We get a kill through the smoke. Colin gets a kill, and 1 last Faust that left on Donut. 6-4 for TacAM now. We full buy, and we don't have to worry. Colin with a whopping 15,000 in his account. He could buy weapons for his entire team, and he would be still fine. While the the T side, after a eco, Unfortunately for them, a bad eco without mm, even any kills really. They don't get anything, so they have to push it through with what they have. So another loss in this round from the D side would be devastating. But they push Red Room. 3 players Red Room, 1 cave, well Heaven currently, and 1 pushing B gate. The CTs are setting up a little sneaky lurk. Oh, but Henzik, someone please check his computer. This cannot be legit. Another headshot kill through the smoke. Henzik is just out of this planet in this match, playing wonderfully with a 13.5 KD. Oh, but Colin does not expect the players from behind on A. Bravo does get Kikimura on B. Well, on middle. Excuse me. Muliskiv gets Bravo, but Andrew refrags it. Fuchi gets Faust. And it's a 3v1. Xoventi. He has so much utility. But we have much more players with much, maybe not better weapons, but much more weapons. Oh, a good grenade against Andrew there. And a good molly. Oh, but Andrew beautifully peeks and gets Xoventi just when he looked away. Now we are going in for the last round of this half. 7th round, 7-4 for TacAM, and another timeout for the Polish side. We have won 7 rounds in a row now, and the Polish side is just not able to push it back. I think we forgot how to lose a round by now. I think that is most definitely what TacAM did. I think we just forgot that losing rounds is something that can happen in CS. But I think that maybe we didn't forget it, but I think we're just too good to lose rounds in this match. We are playing beautifully. 7 rounds in a row from 4-0 to now 7-4 for TacAM. Now, coming back into this 12th round now, we see a nice little preparing from the T side for entry on B. We are playing closely. 1 player on donor, that's Fitchy to be exact. And we have Andrew on Red Room. While Sinaraki, Henze gets 1. Miluskiv drops to him. Faust does get a refrag. Sinaraki gets Fitchy and Xoventi gets Bravo. So this is unfortunately being a very good round for the T side. Sinaraki gets the 2 final kills and it's 7-5. Muliskiv definitely carrying in this match with over 1,300 damage, while the rest of the players from the now City side, the Polish side, 7Skull, their worst player with only 300 damage. So, well, what can we say here? I think it's 1-star wonder for the Polish 7Skull side. We are going to fully push B. We're just going to rush it, but Muliskiv gets 2. Andrew gets Xoventi while binding. Colin gets Sinaraki. Colin gets Muliskiv. Beautifully from Colin with those 2 kills. Andrew, of course, getting 1. And we entry B side with 1 player on cave. 1 coming from the ramp. Colin goes in, but drops to Faust. Faust also gets Andrew. Unfortunately, it's a 2v1 now. The bomb is down, though, so we have money. Oh, but Kikimura with a nasty headshot against Bravo. And that round is over with now... I just realized what the score is now. And unfortunately to the Gen Z children in chat, I will not be saying this score out loud. I will Uh, I will keep my dignity intact. No, no. I see the chat already. Please refrain from saying the forbidden numbers. We are in the big 26. It's time to leave that behind. Now we are pushing towards A with 3 players. Well, it's a 2-on-2 setup from us, to be more exact. Something that you see more often on a CT side than on a T side. But if it works for us, then why not? Now, a little bit of silence. You can hear the birds chirping on Ancient. We are trying to figure out what's gonna happen here. We have Bravo with the bomb walking towards A slowly. We have Xoventi slowly getting ready to come in from behind, which hopefully doesn't happen in the wrong moment. Hopefully he goes out right now and Hensi can call and catch him off guard, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Miliskiv checking if B is the execute, but it is not. We have all 5 players in main now. But I think the CT side, they know. They know it's coming. And we're out. Faust gets 2. He's blinded. Oh, but this is... It's just murder. It is nothing but murder. All 5 of us drop, doing barely any damage to the CT side. And the score is tied up once again with 7-7. Now we're going to be going into round 15 of this match. A quick reminder about ESEA Season 57. These are all BO1 matches. So there's nothing after this match. If we lose this, we lose this. But if we win this, we win this as well. Oh, but Xoventi is going to be caught here. Beautifully. Colin does die, but we're being pushed from behind, but we hear it. We hear it. And Henzik gets 2. Beautifully. Henzik beautifully hears the 2 players coming in from behind. Andrew gets Miloskiv with a grenade in his hand. And it's a quick round. And it is now 8-7 for TacAM. Beautiful round from our side. Quickly executed. But definitely we need to pay attention to the beautiful protection of our backside, with 1 player remaining in A main to make sure that nobody pushes from behind, and they do end up catching 2 players, like I mentioned before. Now we are going for 2-3 setup with nobody going mid. Oh, we have another player pushing main, 2 players pushing main. We get 1. Fuchi drops Miliskiv. Oh, but Kikimora gets Henzik and Fuchi, unfortunately. But now we know that B side might most likely be mostly clear. We have Colin, Bravo, and Andrew. And entering the site now. They enter without Faust realizing, but shots are being fired now. Colin is planting. Will Andrew. Oh, but that smoke is gonna be beautiful from the CT side, closing 2 players off on. Oh, but Sinaraki now gets Colin. Andrew gets Kimura. We're gonna scan through it, and Andrew gets Sinaraki through this wall, through the smoke, and into the head. And Andrew gets Faust, but unfortunately, the defuse is there. Andrew thankfully survives with the AK. Fuchi goes for AK, and Colin, our lovely sniper, gets his AWP. Now, once again, we are tied up 8-8. Now, interesting little stats. We have 5 smokes. I think it's time we start looking at the more, utility side here. I think utility is something that is very often undermined when it comes to commentating matches. I think we never pay attention to the beautiful lineups and the executes that come from players when playing matches on all different maps. You know, it takes hours sometimes sometimes minutes, sometimes hours, sometimes maybe even days to learn lineups so that they work every time. That the perfect smoke, the perfect flash for your teammates to peek a certain angle. So I think it's time we pay a little appreciation to the supports out there in the pro scene of CS, because they are the ones that are the well, we could even say the spine of the team. Now, 3 players on B, while we are still slowly making our way towards actually entering B, but I think we're gonna start making our way slowly towards A. But no, we have Colin with the bomb on B gates. So it appears that we are gonna be trying to get there. Kikimori gets Henzik in the meantime. Milskiv gets Bravo. Colin gets Faust. Milskiv gets Colin. Andrew gets Milskiv. And Fuji drops Venti. So B side is clear. Now we have to expect them to come from A side. And so we will. Oh, good flash, but we're going to. Oh, Andrew beautifully hiding in a corner. Sinaraki gets baited into Andrew, and Fuji gets Sinaraki. And it is 9-8 now for TacAM. We've had another good round from our side. Unfortunately, a lot of that players does mean that economy is not going to be the best for us. But we have to expect the city side, the Polish side, 7Skulls, to now be playing Eco, with one of them playing with an MP9, that being, of course, Miluskiv. Because, of course, when the rest of the team is playing at Eco, why would you not give your best player a better weapon? But we rush straight into B. We do not wait for the CTs to invite us. We just walk straight in. We kill them all. Bravo gets 2, Andrew 2, Colin 1. We just walk into B side like we own it, and we just wipe out the CT side. And we are now 2 rounds ahead. Now, it is once again time for a gamble from the CT side. They will try to force this through with a full buy, gambling away their economy, as I like to say. Once again, we're going to be walking towards B side like we own it. Andrew doesn't even wait. He just gets onto the ramp. He is getting ready, but there are 3 players. 2 on heaven, 2 on mid. Oh, but Bravo disrespects Xoventi and Sinaraki. 2 headshots and just plants them straight on the floor. Bomb is down on B side. Will we expect the players coming from behind? Andrew expects it. Andrew is expecting somebody from behind. He's making sure to pay attention to that. Faust pushing with the FAMAS, hopefully trying to get 1 kill. Oh, but Andrew doesn't know he's hidden in the nice little cubby there on the left. Oh, and Faust just waits it out, waits for Andrew to start running off, and gets the kill. And that is economy. Better now for the CT side. Not the best, because we're still winning, but definitely better than it was. A AK and a M4 in the CT side. The rest of the players will most likely have to force it, while we are finally starting to scrape together our money. We are finally in a somewhat safe place economy-wise going into this 20th round. We are 3 rounds ahead, just 2 left needed to win. And we're gonna go straight for B again. B is our side, and we just walk in like we own it. Once again, Henzik gets 2 on mid. Henzik is just playing a wonderful match today. Miluskiv does get Henzik, but Bomb is down on B side. It's a 4v3 Colin with 2 HP left, but he does have the AVP. Just 1 good shot will take our enemy, but I think that the enemies will save this, because they cannot afford to go into the last round with nothing but a eco. So we're just gonna set up some positions and see if they come, but quite obviously they will not. We will not go out hunting for them. We're just gonna run off, let the bomb take off. Oh, but Colin unfortunately dies, but Andrew gets his AVP. Let's take a look at well, Andrew and Colin. Andrew 1420, so he does 1420, 20 kills, that is. Uh, 18 for Henzig. Henzig is the man of the match for me right now. I know that Andrew has more kills, but Henzig most definitely is playing. I think better for me. I think he's dying less, most importantly, and he's getting the decisive kills. I'm not saying Andrew isn't getting decisive kills. He most definitely is. But I think Henzig here is just grabbing my attention way more than Andrew. We cannot leave out, of course, players like Colin, where Colin does get the decisive early kills with his AVP, and of course Bravo with Bravo has been also catching my attention. If it wasn't for Henzik, I think Bravo would definitely be my second MVP this match. While Fuchi is playing well, astonishingly well as well. Fuchi is playing beautifully. He gets kills where we need them. He gets the entries. He catches the CTs where they are not looking. So, long story short, our entire team is playing beautifully. Well, of course, we cannot be one-sided. Let's look at the Polish side, 7Skull. Miluskiv, well, what else can we say apart from the fact that he is just carrying his team today? 2013 KD from him. I think the player that is the, well, biggest disappointment here, unfortunately, we have to mention these as well, is Xoventi going 5 and 15. This is not his day today, but hopefully, maybe in the next match he does play better. Kikimora tries to get something through the smoke, but he's wasting his ammunition here. We have to remember that the magazines are not as good as they were before. Oh, but Sinaraki gets Henzik getting into Donut, but the bomb is down. This is the last match of the match. This is the last round of the match. Colin beautifully gets Xoventi. Sinaraki gets Bravo though. So CTs are now entering. Colin is still dropping the CTs one by one. Andrew gets one. Andrew gets two. One last CTs left, but he's defusing. But beautifully, Colin gets him through the smoke. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. It is 13-8 for TacAM, and we win this match. Let's take a look at the statistics of this match today. The MVP right now, for me, I think it's Henzik. It's Henzik for me today. But I think Face It will decide that most likely Andrew will be the MVP for the Face It that keeps looking at statistics only. Apart from that, let's look at the ADRs. Miluskiv, of course, carrying the team with 106 ADR for 7Skull, while Andrew, 2214 KD with 110 ADR. So not only did he get a kill every round, well, averagely, but he dealt those 10 extra HP to the enemies as well. So, like I said, beautiful match. Of course, the Face It MVP for this match is Andrew with a 1.4 Face It rating, 5% swing, 110 ADR, and 32% headshots. Thank you guys for watching. This was Voflex commentating and casting for TacAM today. I am out.